Hi guys, this is Alexis from Reflections of a Bookaholic, and I'm here with another Plan With Me. This is my spread from last week commemorating Jacob's 6th birthday. I'm using a kit from Planner Pixico. It's superhero themed because Jacob's birthday party was superhero themed as well. This is the week of May 3rd through May 9th. This is also the week of Mother's Day, which is May 9th. And I'm using this kit from Graceful Muse Paperie. It's a mini kit, and I just love this kit. The full box quote box said, "Love you to the moon and back." And so I thought that that quote in this kit would be perfect for Mother's Day week. And it was really hard because I had a lot of kits that could really work. I had Mother's Day kits specifically, but this kit is the one that was really calling my name, and I was really feeling it this week. This kit is mostly full boxes and half boxes. It had page flags and bottom washi, but I knew that if I decided to use this kit, I was going to have to use a lot of stickers from my sticker stash, and that's what I did. So the first thing that I do, as always, is put down the frame of the kit, and I started with the bottom washi. The bottom washi needed to be cut down, and I just decided to do that later. After the bottom washi, I wanted to do the headers at the top because it helps me line up my date covers. These headers, I pulled in some washi from Paper Blush Bar, and I used those because the kit was a mini kit and it didn't come with any headers. I really love these headers from Paper Blush Bar because it is one of those perforated washi tapes, so you could just kind of pull off, and it's the space that it fit the space that you needed, so it's perfectly 1.5 inches. And I also liked these bows because they looked hand-drawn and they were off-centered. So it was definitely the look that I was going for. After I put down these headers, I did move to the date covers. I used some date covers that came in a freebie from Chic Blossom Prints, and I really thought it fit perfectly. So I pulled those in from my stash. After I put down the date covers and the headers at the top, I went back down to the bottom washi and I cut them down to size. I still can't find my cutter tool, so I'm using this, what do we call this? The really sharp one that cuts through your pages if you're not careful. Whatever you call that thing, that's what I'm using. So I moved to my sidebar, and the first thing I do is put down the quote box. And like I said earlier, it says "Love you to the moon and back," a very popular quote, but it reminds me of my mom, and it is, I don't know, now that I am a mom, I just really feels like it's actually a very fitting quote, even if it feels like it was everywhere for a while. It gets me in all the feels. So I pulled in a Monday through Sunday tracker from my stash. I don't know where it's from, so sorry about that. And then I pulled in some habit trackers as well because the kit didn't come with any. While I didn't finish the sidebar just yet, I did zoom out and start putting down the full boxes where I knew I wanted them. So one of the things about Graceful Muse Paperie is I find that I am so energized and creative when I'm using her kits. And I don't know why that is, because there's just something about her kits that really speak to me, and they tend to be my favorite spread. So this is only my second time using a kit from her shop, and I still feel like this second time was just like the first time in that I felt so inspired and creative and willing to step outside my comfort zone. I did go back to the full box and fill in that space with some floral deco that I got from a different kit that I used a few weeks ago, and I had a lot of deco left over, a lot of florals left over, and I pulled them into this kit as well. After I did that, I then moved to putting in the headers above the full boxes, which I typically do, but this time I did it a little differently. I brought in some clear deco from Sadie Stickers, and it had the moon phases, and I really like that because, you know, the "Love You to the Moon and Back" and some of the just the moon things in this kit, I felt like it was a good fit. And then I go back to my sidebar and I work on that a little bit. Again, like I was saying, I feel like with her kits, Graceful Muse Paperie, I feel so inspired, and it is easier for me to step outside my comfort zone. I don't second guess myself as much, and just things just seem to come to me a little differently. I am a huge fan of her shop now after working with her kits, and I can't wait to buy more. So moving to Monday, I actually start the plans. We are still at the lake house at this point, and so I put down that mopping panda bear from Stick With Me shop just to note that the flooding restarted. So one of the things I mentioned in my last plan with me is that we were at the lake house and it was doing a lot of raining. And because the septic tank is a lot older, it just couldn't handle all of the rain and all of the usage in the house. So anytime you flush the toilet or used any water in the house or anything that affected the septic system, everything came back up inside the house. So it was a lot of work to get it cleaned up, and it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work, and we were really tired, and we had a lot of work to do. Because I didn't want to run the washer and dryer at the lake house, we did take our clothes and the sheets and everything to the local laundromat so that we can put everything back the way we found it, and just have a clean place and not have, laundry just kind of laying around for weeks when we weren't there. So I pulled in that laundry line sticker from my stash. I don't remember where it's from. I put down a bow checklist also from my stash, and just noted a few things we did just to kind of get back home, get everything done so we could get back home. We needed to do the bedding. We needed to clean out the fridge, both fridges, and I needed to go to the post office because my grandmother had flew into town, also left her cell phone. So I needed to go to the post office and overnight her cell phone. And I do want to note that on Monday, right on the side, that beautiful square box, that was a freebie from a shop, and that freebie really came in handy because they had the moons, and it was foiled gold as well. It had like the moon and the stars, and it really fit this spread, and I was really appreciative of that. I find that when I organize my freebies and organize my collection really well, I get the most use out of it because I can use things when I need them instead of just keeping them just to keep them and not being able to find things. I don't take the stickers off and put them in a sticker book. I use my sticker book for leftovers, but I find it a waste of time to take perfectly full sticker sheets and put them in a sticker book. So for the freebies, I don't take those off either, even though I do think it kind of makes more sense. I don't do that. And so having an organization system so I can find them is very key. And so I'm really glad that I had that in place for this spread, because that square gold foil box at the top is just so perfect. And I did layer some floral from Graceful Muse Paperie, but just some leftover from a different kit over the box. And yeah, that's it. So on Tuesday, it was back to work. I had some Zoom hearings. That computer sticker is from Paper Shower. And I did back to bed. I planned my week. I did a 30-minute clean, and I signed up for some programs. I don't even know what programs they were, but apparently I signed up for them. On Wednesday, I did note that I nursed the baby. I drove all the way south to look at a rental for my brother, and I just layered over some garlands from Sadie Stickers, and I love how those garlands came out. Again, I feel like with kits from Graceful Muse Paperie, I just really get in the zone, and even though lots of people are using garlands and they do them very well, I don't know that I felt like I've been especially good at it, and this spread was the first time I was just kind of feeling it a little bit. I also noted on Wednesday I used some sushi sticker from Plants with Finesse, and I used the wine glass sticker from Harriet Wright's Designs from a kit that I used a couple weeks ago, just to note that I went to Uchiko with Tanya. That was my first time really going out by myself as a mom with a baby. And so that was my Mother's Day gift, so I really appreciated it. And I did it in the middle of the week because that was easier, but it was really great. I did, at the end of Wednesday, put in another square box from the freebie kit. Not freebie kit, but just freebie sticker thing. Just to note that I read some articles and did some billing, and the icons next to that was from Crafts by Towie. So catching up, I'm back to Thursday, and now we're on Thursday, and it's all good. I put down that nurse baby sticker from Alyssa's craft shop. Most of my most of my script stickers, especially the ones with like the flourishes at the end of the words, are from Alyssa's craft shop. I put down a page flag from the kit and noted that I had a permanent conference via phone. And then below that, I put down a half box and a laptop sticker to note that I had another permanency conference, but for some reason that one was on video. And I don't know why. I don't know if they pick and choose. I don't know why that happens, but it is what it is. I put down a bow checklist from my collection, and it's from my leftovers collection, and just noted a few things that I did that evening. I went to my office, I had to go to Target, and I went to Michael's. I did Jacob's pickup, and I used that school sticker from Simply Said Life. And after I picked up Jacob, his school was doing something or other, and they had a snow cone truck, and so we stopped and got a snow cone before we went home. And we ended off the day playing a puzzle, and you can't see it anymore, but I just used a puzzle sticker from Paper Muse Crafts. So on Friday, I put down a full box and layered over it a laptop sticker from Letters to Apollo, just to note that I had a client visit at 11:30, and that visit was via Zoom or whatever virtual platform I was using at the time. I layered some more garlands, just kind of playing around with it. While I'm not especially happy with how it looks, and don't really feel like it added much to the spread, I am happy that it's kind of like a now I know kind of thing. But I did pull in a work script from Planner. Where is that from? Planner. I'll have to look that up. If you're interested, definitely comment below and I'll look it up. I put down a heart checklist for my stash and just noted some things that I got done that afternoon. I had some texts with the realtor. I had some calls to take, some emails, and I missed all of my charts for the week, which is pretty embarrassing and unprofessional. But that kind of iPad notebook sticker that's next to that is from Paper Char. I put down a third box and a little bit of deco on the side of it. I used some icons from a previous Harriet Wright Designs kit just to note that I needed to drop off a check. And then I put down some floral deco and a football sticker from Crafts by Towie just to note that it was Jacob's last flag football game, and there was a little pizza party at the end. So very memorable, very fun. I was sad to see the season end, but we are on to the next one. After the football game, we did get on the road because we needed to go see my in-laws, and they planned a second birthday party for Jacob, so we headed that way. On Saturday, I had a little help because we were out of town and the in-laws were around the corner, so I was actually able to do my hair and face routine. And those icons, the face mask icon is from Crafts by Towie. I put down another one of those squares from the freebie, and I really need to look so I can tell you where the freebie is from. It is from Planning Roses. There we go. And so it's the work script from Planning Roses. I put some floral deco on the side of it. The Aaron script is from Alyssa's Craft Shop. And then I just noted on a full box and some floral deco that Jacob's second birthday party was that evening. The balloon sticker is from Crafts by Towie. After that, I layered a little house sticker on top of a circle layering sticker. I don't know what you call those things, but I ended up pulling it up and then putting that house sticker from Simply Said Life. I think that's actually supposed to be a school, but I mean, it worked pretty well. And I just noted that we went to go see the house that my in-laws are building on Anastasia. That's the name of the street. So then I used that crib sticker from Paper Shower just to note that we went to bed relatively early, but the baby needed lots of nursing. I'm not quite sure if it was just being in a new place or not sleeping well, but I didn't get a lot of sleep because I spent the whole night nursing. Yeah. So moving to Sunday, I layered some garlands above Sunday because at the time I thought that I was going to put the Happy Mother's Day script there, but I changed my mind. I put down the floral and layered the Happy Mother's Day script on top of that. Looking at it now, I feel like there's more to it that I could do, pulling in some of the smaller deco in my collection, but at the time, this is just where my brain was, and I still like how it came out. A little more simpler, but it works just great. I put down a half box for my collection. No. That's a half box from this kit. Just to note that I had a late lunch, that fork and spoon stickers from Crafts by Towie. I go to below the full box and put down a flag sticker and work in some floral deco. Just to note all of the conversations and talking and all of that good stuff you do when you're around family. Just wanted to note that and put that there and put some floral on top of the page flag to just bring it all together. I then put down the third box and a half box because I knew I wanted that half box to go there. And I then put down a layering circle and then a luggage sticker from Sticker Blush, just to note that we loaded up because we needed to get back home and get on the road. That half box, after I put it down, I'm looking at it now, I'm not quite sure why I put that half box down. It wasn't necessary because I covered pretty much all of it up with some deco from the Planting Roses freebie. And as you can tell, the Planting Roses freebie that was sent with my order was really big. And I mean, was perfect. I always love when I can use, and I've said this before, when I can use stickers in my stash. I used a similar deco than what I used on Sunday. I pulled that in. And I wanted it to hang a little differently, so I cut through the middle of it to make it a little bit shorter, and then the top of it had that line kind of shelf looking thing, and I cut that off and pulled it back in after I shortened it so that it kind of had the same look. And then I brought in the May month sticker from Letters to Apollo, and that's it. I zoom out so you can see the whole spread, which I am so in love with, and I kind of give you a big wiggle. I do the best that I can. If you've watched any of my videos, you know I'm not that great at it. After that, I show you what I have left, and since it was a mini kit, there really wasn't much left, which is always the goal. And then I turn off the studio lights so you can kind of see what everything looks like in natural light. That's it for me. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video and consider subscribing to my channel. See you next week. Thanks. Bye.